Good morning, back members. We are convened today for the COVID conference of two projects. One goods and other related services and the other civil works. Before we start, let's have a prayer. Ready to start.
Heavenly Father, and of the Son, and of the Spirit. Heavenly Father, we gather here today to invite your presence among us as we seek guidance and wisdom. Your time together is filled with you, purpose, and presence of the Spirit.
Secretary, call the roll and confirm.
These are the attendees of today's private conference headed by our back chairperson, Sir Jason Hendricks and Mabugan, our back vice chairperson, Sir Pang Queen S. Valera Jr., the back member for all types of procurement, Sir Dan Gerald G. Kitoriano, the back member for goods and services, we have Ms. Diane Grace Vigalina, the OIC Head of Procurement Unit, and we have here. Majority of the back members were present, but we have a sir.
Thank you, Ms. Back Secretary. Let's proceed to the private proper. The first project is contract ID for GPE 12. Contract name, supply and delivery of various IT equipment. Contract location, DPWH-Abra, Rizal Street, Zone 7, Bangued, Abra. Scope of work, supply and delivery of various IT. Approved budget for the contract, 3,105,000. Place of delivery, DPWH-Abra, Rizal Street, Zone 7, Bangued. Contract duration, 30 calendar days. And the bidding documents amounting to 5,000 pesos. At this point, may I call 50% documents, procurement timeline, and guidance to the procurement.
So the procurement of goods and services, bidders shall submit their bids through their duly authorized representative using the forms specified in the bidding documents in two separate sealed bid envelopes or two password-protected bidding documents in the press archive folders in case of electronic bid submission, and it shall be submitted simultaneously. For the first envelope shall contain the following technical information or documents. We have the PhilDep certificate of registration and membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR. Then we have the registration certificate from SEC, Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives. Then we have the mayor's or the business permit, the tax clearance, the statement of ongoing government and private contracts, the statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, the bid security in the prescribed form, the amount and the validity period. Then we have the technical specification, which may include production or delivery schedule, manpower requirements, and or after-sales service or parts if applicable. Then we have the omnibus source statement in accordance with Section 25.3 of Vice IRR. NFCC computation, the JVA or the duly notarized statement in accordance with Section 23.1b of this IRR if applicable. Then we have the second envelope shall contain the financial information or documents. First is the duly signed and accomplished financial bid form and the duly signed and accomplished price schedule. Notwithstanding the eligibility of the bidder, the procuring entity concerned reserves the right to review the qualifications of the bidder at any stage of the procurement process if the procuring entity has reasonable grounds to believe that a misrepresentation has been made by the said bidder or that there has been a change in the bidder's capability to undertake the project from the time it submitted its ability report. Should such review uncover any misrepresentation made in the eligibility requirements, statements, or documents, or any changes in the situation of the bidder, which will affect the capability of the bidder to undertake the project so that it fails the eligibility criteria, the procuring entity shall consider the said bidder as ineligible and shall disqualify it from obtaining an award or contract in accordance with Rules 21, 22, and 23 of the revised IRR.
The second project to bid is contract ID for civil works. Contract ID 25PA0167. Name of contract 001 ensure safe and reliable national road system network development program paving of unpaved roads. Location Abra-Kalinga Road K0483 plus 017 to K0483 plus 069. Scope of works paving of unpaved roads and construction of road slope protection structure. So budget for the contract 7,168,855.7. Contract duration 41 calendar days. The size range small b, license category C and D. And the bidding documents amounting 10,000 pesos. Engineer Melgi, please proceed to the presentation of bid documents, procurement timelines, and guidelines for the procurement of civil works.
So the first envelope shall contain the following technical information or documents. The first is the PhilDip Certificate of Registration and Membership in accordance with Section 8.5.2 of the revised IRR. The registration certificate from SEC, the Department of Trade and Industry for sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives. Then we have the mayor's or the business permit, the tax clearance, a statement of ongoing government and private contracts. Then we have the statement of the bidder's single largest completed contract, ICAB license and registration, the bid security in the prescribed form, amount and the validity period. Then we have the project requirements, which shall include the following: the organizational chart of the contract to be bid, the list of contractors' personnel to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification experience data. Then we have the list of contractors' major equipment units which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements, supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project as the case be. Then we have the omnibus term statement in accordance with Section 25.3 of the revised IRR. The NFCC computation, the audited financial statement, JVA or the duly notarized statement in accordance with Section 23.1B of this IRR, if applicable. Then the second envelope shall contain the financial information or documents. First is the financial bid form. Second is the bid prices in the bill of quantities. Third is the detailed estimates, including a summary sheet indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rentals used in coming up with the bid, cash flow by quarter. And for the procurement timeline, a complete set of bidding documents may be acquired by interested bidders on October 14, 2025 to November 3, 2025 at the Office of the Procurement Unit, and upon payment of the applicable fee for the bidding documents pursuant to the latest guidelines issued by the JP. It may also be downloaded free of charge from the website of the PhilDips and DPWH website www.dpwh.gov.ph, provided that the bidders shall pay the non-refundable fee for the bidding documents not later than the submission of their bids. Bids must be duly received by the Box Secretariat through manual submission or electronic bids at abra@dpwh.gov.ph for electronic submission on or before 10 a.m. on November 3, 2025. Late bid shall not be accepted. Bid opening should take place immediately upon the deadline of the receipt of bids. Only authorized liaison officer whose name appears on the contractor's registration certificate with presentation of his or her ID duly issued by its construction firm and special power of attorney shall be allowed to submit or drop bidding documents. The BOC of the DPWH-Abra reserves the right to reject any and all bids, declare a failure of bidding, or not award the contract at any time prior to the contract award in accordance with Section 35.6 and 41 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184 without thereby incurring any liability to the affected bidder or bidders. Interested bidders may obtain further information From the Office of the Procurement Unit, DPWH-Abra, Rizal Street, Zone 7, Bangued.
Benji. Do you have any announcement, updates, concern from the body?
Block Secretariat and block members, please be informed that we will be conducting the open meetings of the just concluded credit conference of these two contracts on November 8th, 2025. So that's going to be 60. That's all, sir.
Thank you for your time. Have a good day.